Hello, this video is how to graph an inequality on a number line. So the first problem that we are going to look at is x is greater than 6. Now, something that is important is that you understand how to read inequality signs. My trick is to always look at the two sides of the inequality sign. So we always have a fat side, and we always have a skinny side. The side that is fattest should always be the bigger number, and the side that is skinny should always be the smaller number. So when we look at this problem, we need to ask ourselves, is the x on the bigger side, or is x on the smaller side? Well, when I look at my inequality, this side would be the fat side, and that's the side that the x is on, which tells me x needs to be bigger than 6. So for example, it could be 7, because 7 is bigger than 6. Or it could be 8, because 8 is bigger than 6. Any of those numbers that are bigger than 6 would work. So to graph this on a number line, the first thing I need are some numbers. And I always put this number in the middle. So I'm putting 6. Bigger numbers always go to the right, and smaller numbers always go to the left. Now, because we wanted x to be bigger than 6, I need to shade all of the numbers that are bigger than 6, which would be these numbers up here. And then I need to decide on what circle am I going to put on top of the 6. We have two kinds of circles. We have an open circle, which is a circle that's not filled in, and we have a closed circle, which is a circle that is filled in. And how we decide between the two circles is based on what kind of inequality sign that we have. If we have an inequality sign that is like a less than or a greater than, we use an open circle. If we have an inequality sign like less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, we use a closed circle. So for this problem, the symbol I have does not have the or equal to line underneath of it, which tells me I need to use an open circle. And I have graphed my inequality on the number line. Another example, m is less than or equal to 3. First thing that we need on our number line are numbers. Putting this number in the middle. Bigger numbers always go to the right, and smaller numbers always go to the left. Now I need to decide which way I'm going to shade. I decide my shading by looking, is my m on the skinny side of my inequality or the fat side? Well, it's on the skinny side, which tells me that m needs to be smaller than 3. So I'm going to shade all of the numbers that are smaller than 3. And lastly, I need to decide, is it an open circle or a closed circle? Well, because my inequality has this or equal to line on the bottom, I know that it needs to be a closed circle. Last example, y is less than -4. Put my numbers on the number line, putting -4 in the middle, bigger numbers to the right, and smaller numbers to the left. Now I need to decide on my shading. So I'm going to look, is my variable on the skinny side or the fat side? Well, it's on the skinny side, which means that y needs to be less than -4. So I'm shading all the numbers less than -4. And now I need to decide open circle or closed circle. Look at my inequality sign. There is no or equal to line on the bottom, so that tells me I need an open circle.